Anyway, as I say, Cliff is due to leave the West End hit musical Time, which he's been in for nearly a year, on April the 11th. And I caught up with him recently in his dressing room at the Dominion Theatre, and we had a lovely nostalgic chat about his career. He started off by telling me how he got his first big break.
I came to town and worked at the Two Eyes and got the feel of playing in London. Nothing happened there. I then went to the Gaumont Shepherd's Bush and told them that I would top the bill at their talent competition, but I didn't want to be part of the talent competition. I wanted to be star billing. We did it once, it was 100% success. So the next month we went back, took an agent who watched us, who then took a tiny record that we'd made to Norrie Paramor, the late Norrie Paramor of EMI, and Norrie gave us an audition and that was it.
And of course the first hit was Move It, and the first #1 was Living Doll, which is one of my all-time favourites.
Well, Living Doll's been an unusual thing in my career because of course I've had 2 #1s with it.
I know.
And I believe I go down in Tim Rice's Book of Records, I think, because I don't think any artist has ever had a #1 with the same song twice. So I'm rather pleased with that one. Well, you know, if you're 18 and you come out of school and you've got girls screaming at you all over the place and audiences are raving, and I mean, it can't help but be exciting. So I have very, very fond memories of it, although I'm not of that brigade of people who say those were the days.
It's incredible seeing those pictures of all the screaming girls there. I mean, they just couldn't have heard anything that you were actually singing.
I don't think they did, you know, because in those days we didn't have PA systems. I mean, that's another reason why I like today better than yesterday, because we now have wonderful sound systems, terrific lighting, so you always look and sound good. And if, in fact, an audience was to scream, the sound guy would just turn his volume up so that you could get it across. Over there, I used to arrive in a theatre, and they used to hand me something that looked like a gas microphone, and it belonged to the theatre. It was probably a PA address system. The shadows were not mic'd at all. They just stuck their amplifiers on the stage, pointed them up at the gallery, and sort of looked and said, 2,000 seats? Oh, that'll be volume 5. And off we went. So that if you were on the right-hand side of the theatre, you only heard Hank. And if you're, well, that wouldn't be too bad. If you were on the left-hand side, you'd only hear Bruce, and that was dreadful. And I was in the middle, and you never ever heard me. So, you know, the screaming was all just part of the newness of rock and roll, and no one really cared what we sounded like because they had the records.
And were some fans quite relentless pursuing you?
Yes. I mean, they did some crazy things like send themselves in packing cases to me, and sort of inveigled their way into theatres and appeared in cupboards when you open doors and things like that. That's all happened to me in the past. So, well, it's all still part of that era that I remember with great warmth.